bringing you the news 24 hours a day, 7 days per week, with a fresh approach. www.999wefm.com. WeFM News, online, on demand.
Good afternoon and welcome to WEFM's Midday News, brought to you with the kind compliment of Court St. Vincent Limited.
Not all heroes wear capes. Celebrate her this Mother's Day at Quartz. Save up to 40% off selected furniture, appliances, and electronics. Get free accessories with selected purchases and much more. Shop with Quartz Ready Finance and pay $0 for 30 days. And before you check out, don't forget to add extended warranty with our Quartz Super Shield product, which will protect your purchase for up to 4 years. Celebrate moms with us only at Quartz, bringing value home. Offer ends May 31st, 2023.
Welcome back to WeFM's Midday News, brought to you with the kind compliments of Court St. Vincent Limited. I am your presenter, Rajiv Providence. First, on the local scene, St. Vincent and the Grenadines has urged United Nations member states to prioritize addressing financing gaps and mechanisms to provide support and resources for early preparedness as small island developing states continue to grapple with the adverse effects of climate change and associated risk. Minister of Sustainable Development Carlos James made the call at the high-level meeting on the midterm review of the Sendai Framework for Disaster Reduction held at the United Nations General Assembly in New York on Thursday, May 18th. The high-level meeting brought together leaders from all sectors to discuss disaster risk reduction and its role in accelerating the implementation of the 2030 Agenda and other key intergovernmental frameworks. In his statement to the United Nations General Assembly, Minister James urged the leaders to focus on accelerating disaster risk financing as it is inextricably linked to the broader framework of reforms needed on international development financing. More fertilizer will be distributed to farmers in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. This is according to Minister of Agriculture Subota Caesar during an interview with the Agency for Public Information earlier today, where he said the distribution of fertilizer is set to take place in 2 weeks. We hear more from Minister Caesar.
Now, we received 40,000 sacks of urea from Venezuela, and we have 3,000 sacks remaining for distribution, and this will take place in the next 2 weeks. We also received from Taiwan 3,500 sacks of fertilizer, NPK, and these were distributed already to banana farmers. So persons who are listening, the fertilizer that came from Taiwan was specifically for the banana farmers in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And during the course of today, we'll be offloading some 3,500 sacks of fertilizer, which will be stored at the input warehouse, and we will have a distribution in about 2 weeks' time.
That was the Minister of Agriculture, Subota Caesar. The Taiwanese embassy, in a recent ceremony, contributed to St. Vincent and the Grenadines about 3,000 bags of fertilizer and spraying oils to the island. The ceremony also marked the conclusion of the Taiwan Technical Mission's Banana Revitalization Project. Still on the local scene, Chief Nutritionist in the Ministry of Health, Wellness and the Environment, Nicole France, is urging the general public to ensure that they read food labels and adhere to a healthy lifestyle, as these are crucial steps in maintaining a healthy lifestyle. Speaking to the Agency for Public Information, France explained that the nutritional value alerts a consumer to the contents of the products before they are consumed, and this is important, especially for people who suffer from chronic non-communicable diseases and those with allergies. Nutrition Awareness Week will involve a series of activities regarding food, nutrition, and quality of food intake. Nutrition Week begins on Sunday, May 28, 2023, with a church service and will feature participation from secondary school students as well as members of the general public. The week's activities will draw to an end with a Caribbean Nutrition Day Health Fair on Thursday, June 1st, and a supermarket visit on Friday, June 2nd. The theme for Nutrition Awareness Week 2023 is Read Your Labels, Put Your Healthy Foods on Your Table. On to news in the region. Jamaican children's advocate Diane Gordon Harrison is encouraging children in need of mental health support to make use of the Safe Spot helpline. The call comes as data from Jamaica's National Child and Teen Helpline show a worrying mental health condition among some Jamaican children. Safe Spot is a dedicated toll-free line that is available 24 hours daily, 7 days per week, and is staffed by intake officers, counselors, and counseling psychologists. It provides counseling to children and teenagers who require mental, emotional, and social well-being assistance. Gordon Harrison said the Office of the Children's Advocate, the OCA, sees Safe Spot as an avenue which provides a direct line into what children are thinking, what they are saying, and what they are experiencing. She is also imploring citizens to speak to children about Safe Spot so that they know that the line of support is available to them. The Barbados government is proactively taking steps towards ensuring citizens are taxed on salty foods in the future. During her budgetary address in March, Barbadian Prime Minister Mia Amor-Motley announced a sodium tax was imminent to address the chronic use of high levels of salt among the Barbados population. She disclosed that a committee was established to draft the proposal. She also announced the removal of industrial-produced trans fat by year-end as part of the government's play to fight against the non-communicable disease epidemic. On World Hypertension Day, May 17th, Barbados' Senior Medical Officer of Health with responsibility for NCDs, Dr. Arthur Phillips, reported that a draft of the salt tax proposal is currently under review. Speaking to media at the launch of the National NCD Commission on Wednesday at the offices of Barbados' Ministry of Health and Wellness, Dr. Phillips revealed that the proposal was made coming out of stakeholder discussions held last year. On the international scene, Syria's President Bashar al-Assad is to attend an Arab League summit for the first time since it was suspended from the regional body 12 years ago. Mr. Assad was shunned by many fellow leaders after his government's violent crackdown on pro-democracy protests triggered a civil war in which 500,000 people have been killed. Syria was readmitted this month after states which had backed the opposition accepted his grip on power was secure. They include summit host Saudi Arabia. The rapprochement accelerated following the devastating earthquake that hit Turkey and northwestern Syria in February, when once hostile powers decided to send humanitarian aid to Syrian government-controlled areas. And finally, in sports, Phil Jones will leave Manchester United when his contract expires this summer after a very difficult few years because of injuries. The 31-year-old, who has been capped 27 times by England, made 229 appearances for United and scored 6 goals. The defender joined in 2011 from Blackburn Rovers and was part of the Premier League winning team in 2012 and 2013. His final appearance for United came in a 3-0 win over Brentford at the end of last season, and he has been sidelined with injury during this campaign. This has been WEFM's Midday News. I have been your presenter, Rajiv Providence. Join us again at 3 p.m. for WEFM's 3 p.m. News. WEFM's Midday News is brought to you with the kind of compliments of Quartz St. Vincent Limited.
This month, make it all about her. Give the gift of eye care with new glasses from Quartz Optical. Show mom you care. Book her an appointment today at quartzoptical.com and get a chance to win a luxury day pass for 2. Say Happy Mother's Day with new glasses from Quartz Optical. Value you can